tell you to follow us personally, too, on social media. You'll find out why here. Falen on air, Jason Matheson. Because if you do follow Falen on Instagram, then you were probably shaking your head at a video that she posted on Tuesday. Falen may have fallen for a scam.
Oh, I did fall for a scam. Okay, so don't worry, everything's okay. But you see this all the time and you're like, how did they fall for it? It's so obvious. So this is what happened. I received an email from a guy being like, hey, Laura Clary wants to have you on her podcast. And I was like, who's Laura Clary? I look her up. She's a famous comedian. She has like a ton of followers. And I'm like, why on earth would this person want me on their podcast? So I write back and I'm like, LOL, seems like a scam, but okay. And they're like, yeah, I totally get why you think it'd be a scam. And they write out like, we're big fans. Here are some questions we would go over with you. It's an hour podcast. Here are dates and times. Very detailed. They knew stuff about like, we want to talk to you about what it's like hosting your own radio show with Colt. Like they had details that anyone could find, but it felt like, oh, they had actually personalized questions for me. So maybe this is legit. And I'm telling my husband, Jake, and he's like, how have you not heard of Laura Clary? She's huge. That you have to do it. That's great. I said, okay. So I set up a time to do the podcast with her. Now this is where everything gets really sketchy, and I didn't know this was a scam going around. So they say, okay, let's set up a Zoom call so we can go over how it works the day of. That to me is not abnormal. Like you would go over it to make sure the technical side is covered. So they send me a Zoom link. I get on Zoom and I'm in my car because I'm getting ready to meet my friend for lunch. And the guy was like, okay, go in. You have to download the Meta Business app. Again, this is not bizarre. I download the Meta Business app. And then he's like, look under people. Okay, do you see anything? I'm like, no, I don't see anything. He's like, okay, share your screen with me. So this is the number one thing. I should never have shared my screen, right? So I share the screen and he's trying to get me to add my email address. So again, my stomach is screaming, don't share your screen. Something feels off. Hang up on this person. And by the way, the guy did not have his camera on. Again, I should have known, right? Guys, there are lots of obvious things. But he's having me put my email address in. So I'm like, he's not having me use his, he's not having me add him, and it kept getting denied. And I did this for like 30 minutes with this guy, kept getting denied, and then he's like, okay, you know what, it should show up maybe in 24 hours, we'll talk to you before the podcast. I hang up, and I'm like, I start getting just stressed, like this doesn't seem right, did he like access my information somehow? So I go online. This is something that's happening to tons of influencers. When the screen is being shared, they are stealing your Facebook, and they immediately steal your Facebook. Because I was on my phone, I think is the only reason I did not get hacked. Because as soon as he answered the call, he goes, oh, you're in your car. And I said, yeah. And Jake was like, phones are a lot more protective, like Apple phones, than computers. And all the other people I've spoken to, they were on their computer. They lost access to their Facebook immediately. And so I changed all my passwords and everything immediately. But I think being on my phone is the only reason I wasn't completely hacked and scammed. And it's very crazy, and they're doing that. They'll reach out and be like, Jay Shetty wants you on his podcast, Chelsea Handler wants you on her podcast, and you're like, well, just in case it is true, I don't want to miss this opportunity, but also why would they ever want me on their podcast? So it was very bizarre and weird, and I fell for it. So the end goal is for them to take over your page. Yes, but I don't know what the overall goal is at the end of the day. I don't know if it is to get your personal information. To get personal information. If you have a card, maybe a credit card connected to your Facebook. I don't know what all they do. All the influencers I've seen so far, they were able to eventually get their pages back from this person. But man, it was very detailed. And if you, who's very savvy, this is the lesson why we wanted to do it. If Falen can be scammed, this can be, no, you may not. Yeah, these scams can be contoured for you. If you're a bank teller, if you work at a grocery store, be careful. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.